Hi guys, well it's a cold Sunday. I'm at the stream. Well, I'm walking around. It's very sludgy and very slippy down here. So yeah, I've just skated down this hill because I've got my trainers on. So it's very sludgy, which it will be because it's been raining. That's a nice big tree up there. So it's been raining all yesterday and Friday, so I've just noticed there's not much wildlife around, guys. I'll show you the stream. See them sludgy on here? That's the stream. Yeah, that stream's been there 50, 60, maybe 80 years, I don't know. This stream was here when I was a kid because I used to paddle in this stream. So that's the stream, plenty of water running. Same here, guys. It's running there. And I'll tell you where this stream goes to, because I followed it loads of times when I was a kid. Let me make sure my gloves don't fall out the leather. It goes down to Elsecar Reservoir. It goes down there, cuts through the fields all the way around, and under Burying Lane at the bottom into the Elsecar Reservoir. Yeah, I mean there's a wood pigeon, 2 wood pigeons, some magpies up there. They've just seen me and they've shot down onto the floor, and I've just noticed there's not much wildlife around, guys. I'll tell you why. Like I said, reading the countryside. There's no wildlife about. They're all hiding up. There's nothing much flying around. And it's dead. Wow, it's really dead. Oh, you can't see no birds. Can't hear no birds. That's because I've just seen a guy walking up there, up the side of the edges, full camouflage with his pellet gun. So he's out with his gun, and he's probably been shooting at the birds. I'm not sure he's been shooting it, but there's still wildlife, guys. I'm not saying he's shooting birds because I don't know what he's shooting. When I was a kid, I always used to come down shooting birds. But I love wildlife, so I don't shoot it anymore. That's when I was a kid. But that bloke, he's just walked on there, camouflaged up. So wildlife sees you. When they see you out with a gun, howdy. When they see you out with a gun, they know. So they know to hide, and that's why there's no wildlife around. So that's it, guys. That's why there's no wildlife around. Because they see you with a gun and they're off. Wildlife knows. He knows around these parts. He don't like getting shot at. So I mean, really, you're not going to find out much just walking down these edges. You know, you're walking down these edges with a gun, you're going to be lucky to drop one out. Look, I've just seen all these birds here, look at them. They're really shooting across. They're coming out of these bushes now, they're flying across really fast. So what that tells me, guys, is, it tells me there's either a sparrowhawk around, maybe a goshawk, or somebody's out with the guns. So I know what it is now. Someone's out with the guns. So like I said, the wildlife, it knows to move. So that's what it is, guys. Some kids over there. That's what it is. Somebody's out with the guns. So if they're out with the guns, the wildlife, look, blackbird there shooting out. So it knows to move. Looks like rabbits. Been a rabbit in there. It's wrong time to be coming out shooting anyway, right for public footpaths. There's too many people walking around. I've just plastered a woman and a man there with the dogs. So you have to know how to shoot. You can't just shoot into a bush because you don't know what's at the other side. You don't know if there's a banking, if there's a drop. You have to know how to shoot a gun. So you can't just go out with your gun and start shooting. So let's hope he knows how to use his gun. So that's it, guys. That's why there's not much wildlife around. It's hiding up. Ooh, let's have a look. I'll show you these ponies, and then I'm going to walk over the railway bridge across to the farm, and I'll make another little video. That's a good spot for rabbits, but it's the wrong time because they're not out. Early morning, late night. Let's have a look at these horses. Oh, looks like they're munching away. I love to see the horses. So they're having a nice munch away. They don't seem to be too bothered about much, but it's really cold here. So I'm going to walk over the railway bridge, and then I'll cut the phone, and I'll walk over to the farm. I'll take another little video, guys. Has anyone had any letters? Funny thing, whenever I get a letter, what I used to do is I used to just put them in the drawer, and I never used to open the letters. That way to Sheffield. So that's gone to Sheffield. And that way is going to Barnsley. So that goes to Elsecar, Barnsley, Leeds. And that goes to Chapeltown, Sheffield. So I'm going to walk over into the farm. Like I said, it's sludgy. That's where I'm going, guys. Over there. So, over near the farm. So yeah, when I used to get a letter, I had an habit of never opening letters because they're always bad news or bills. So I used to get a letter and a fruit post, and I used to think, oh, a letter. And I used to put them in my drawer. And when I put them in my drawer, I ended up for months and months and months having a big pile of letters. And then I used to open them, because I knew I had to open them because I knew bills needed paying. Hey up! Looks like somebody's on his scooter, wow! It's okay if he gets a flat battery, he's had it really. So guys, I'm going to cross the road and I'll chat to you in a while. So, that's the guy. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a bad spot for him to cross there, because they fly over this hill. They fly over this hill like crazy. That's Wentworth Church. See if you can see Wentworth Church in the background. Like I said, my phone's not exactly, what's that? Utopia Bouquet. So guys, you have to be very careful when you're coming up this lane here, because there's an hill here, and it's a really bad hill, and they fly over the top. And the guy in the scooter, I know he is, they call him Jeff. He likes to collect sticks. You know, some idiot flies over that hill, you've got to be careful. So, I'm going to cut the video, guys, but letters, yeah, that's it. I never used to open them because I knew they were always bills. So I knew they were always bills, so I never opened them. But I remember last year before, I opened a letter, and I had a cheque for 180 quid, I think it was, a couple of years back now, electric. But mostly it were bills. So, I'll chat you in a moment, guys. Take care. Thumbs up, like the videos.